Hi guys, welcome to the latest vlog, NVM vlog 10, can't remember the number, I'll put it in here. A45 AMG, might recognise it, Ryan Taylors, Yeezy one. It's in today for a bit of TLC. He's been complaining about the service light being on and a bit of lack of power. He's also been complaining that I've not had time for him. Let's see, service overdue by 200 miles. So we're gonna have to get it serviced for him. Little does he know, while it's here, we're gonna give it a stage 2 map as well. So we're gonna aim for about 420 brake out of this, try and get some flames out of it as well. So he's not gonna expect it, but I'm gonna let him jump in the car when he comes to pick it up. Because we have got a long waiting list at this moment in time, and that's what he's been complaining about more than anything. He's been dying to get it tuned, and obviously we've been doing more A45s and GLA 45s, so it's been teasing him. But now we've got it in. I've told him it's in for a service only, but while it's here we're going to give it a full health check. We've already done the diagnostics on it. A few niggles that we need to sort out before we map it. We're going to go on a data log session as well, check the boost and everything. It's had its Army Tricks exhaust fitted with the downpipe as well. So we'll keep you updated as to what we're doing and how we're doing it. So Ryan, this is your engine bay. You'll never see it because you never pop the bonnet. But your engine was made by Oliver Roth. Shout out to Oliver Roth, wherever you are, whoever you are. Done a good job with this engine. Standard airbox there. We're going to replace the element with the pipe across free flow element. Should give it a bit more power, top end and mid range as well. Throttle response. We're going to take the ECU out. We're going to bench tune it, so we're going to take a full backup of the ECU, EEPROM, micro and flash. And obviously we don't tune any vehicles without taking a backup, data log and diagnostics. Again, he doesn't know that we're tuning this car today, so we're going to give it the best we can just to see his reaction when he picks it up. Hopefully he's happy with it. If he's not, we can always put it back to standard, which I doubt he'd want to do. So just showing the standard air filter on Ryan's car, absolutely filthy. Looks like it's never been changed before. Good news is, it's original part. We'll just take the ECU out. That's the ECU, that's the brains of it. That's what we'll be programming to get more power out of this car. So guys, that's the Med 17 ECU in the A45 AMG. We've just taken the lid off. Show you the actual board itself. Sealed with silicone, so we will seal it back up and weatherproof it once we're done with it. As you can see, there's no damage to the lid cover, no sign of tamper. It's the way we remove it with special tools. The actual flash prom on this is actually underneath the board, but we can gain access to the data through a boot pin on top, and obviously connect it up to the harness as well. Back up all the data from the EEPROM, the flash prom, and kind of start developing on it. Obviously the car ain't been serviced for a long time, as you can see. Oil is darker than ever. Still draining through. You can see the Army Tricks exhaust that we fitted. I'll just show you it. Absolutely beautifully crafted. Could do with a clean. Might clean it while it's up here. So yeah, oil filter, pipe across air filter, and a fresh set of spark plugs before we start tuning this car. So guys, this is how you read the data off the ECU on a Med 17.2. Connected it up to our bench reading tool, one boot pin and a couple of wires, GPT as well. So it will back up the micro and the EEPROM together, so if there's any kind of concerns we can always revert back to original. We'll just simply press back up, press read. It should identify the ECU, and then it'll take a full backup, and we can save that, and then just take out the micro part of the ECU and start modifying the fueling, the turbo, the torque limit, within the software, which I'll show you on the other PC. So people always ask what mapping is. Obviously we can't go through all of it, but I mean this is typically the data that is produced from the microprocessor on every car. This is obviously of the A45 AMG Med 17 ECU. This is in obviously text form or hexadecimal form we call it, and this is the data itself. Amongst there's a lot of code, there's a lot of data for various things, but obviously we're looking at engine data, which is usually down at the bottom around about here. Obviously they're in tables and there's offsets to be calculated, but this is typically what it looks like in 2D mode. I'll give you an example of what the tables look like and that we modify and how it looks basically. And this is exactly what it is. We modify based upon what we data log and what we see fit. We do a lot of development on the actual software itself and kind of try, test, and if the car doesn't produce the results, then we alter and we keep altering. Obviously on the A45 AMG we have to keep altering via programming direct to ECU, so it is a bit long-winded, but we get the result in the end. The A45s are known for running quite hot, and obviously we trim down the exhaust gas temperatures at the top end, and we add a bit more fueling. That sometimes results in a flame, so obviously flames are byproducts of excess fueling, so we'll see what we can do with this vehicle. We're going to try and make it as airy as possible but still usable on a daily basis. So that's the pipe across air filter fitted. Obviously it's a lot more free flowing than the standard paper one, and obviously the standard paper one was absolutely filthy as well, so it's due a change. This is a lifetime filter, it doesn't need replacing at all, it just needs cleaning and debris taken off at time of service. It does allow for about another 5 to 6 brake horsepower and about 5 Newton meters. Obviously when we tune it, it allows for greater top end as well. So almost done, writing the final revised file. We've been through 3 or 4 different settings just to check how much power we can get out of this A45 without hindering fueling and timing too much. There's 0 timing pull on the latest revision, and we're trying to make it as rich as possible at the top end so we get a bit of flameage as well. So we'll get this programmed and set, put back on the vehicle, put it on the dyno, see what kind of power. To Ryan, tell him it's just had a service, and let's see what he thinks when he jumps in. We'll try and get a reaction video, and then hopefully he's happy with it. trying to make it as reliable as possible and still manic in the mid-range. It's running around 100 brake horsepower more than a stock car in the mid-range, about 3,500 RPM. And you can feel it, you can definitely feel it. So guys, Ryan's car's complete, 414 brake horsepower, 550 newton meters of torque. It goes like stink. There's a few pops and bangs and a bit of flameage, but we're going to try and induce a bit more purposely. I wonder if Ryan's going to see the little sticker on the back. He thinks it's been in for a service, and obviously a pipe across air filter as well. So when we get there, we'll take him out for a test drive, see if we can notice the difference. Catch you guys in a bit. So guys, just landed at Ryan's. Just gonna jump out and go knock his door. He hasn't got a clue.
Vlogger. Oh, no.
How's it going, bro?
Yeah, G.
Sorry, man, your car took ages. We were waiting for parts and stuff like that, man.
But what, you done everything? Service everything?
Yeah, service. Putting a
engine management light as well?
Yeah, engine management light sorted, pipe across air filter in there, so you should feel a bit more of a response in there, so.
What's this? Look at this. That's a surty setup, that is.
I'm sure, just, yeah.
Oh, no, I want to press.
Yeah?
Let's go press.
Let's go for it.
Let's get my laptop and put it in my bag.
Alright, I'll jump in the car.
Okay.
Alright, mate. 414 brake horsepower and 550 newton meters.
Damn. And that's just off you touching it for the first go.
Yeah, so we've still got a bit more work to do to it.
Damn.
Top end, and obviously we're gonna
414 brake, you know. 414. Sick.
So guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to see more of these videos, especially on this car. So
yeah, we're gonna do another full video. We really want to get it to pop flames.